Today, Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam to all. Today is also one of a very auspicious tithi. Among the armies of Prabhupada, the last sannyas disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, so today is the disappearance day of Jajavar Goswami Maharaj, who was the last sannyasi disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So Jajavar Goswami Maharaj was very simple, and he would never make discrimination among his disciples, that who is exalted or who is inferior. When he would read Srimad Bhagavatam, while reading Srimad Bhagavatam, he would sing Kirtan, and everybody would feel so happy, and those Kirtan were so heart-melting. He would look so beautiful and stalwart personality. He has preached to many different places. In Midnapur in West Bengal, there is a place. After the disappearance of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, my beloved Gurudev Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhav Goswami Maharaj and Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj and Jajavar Goswami Maharaj, they went to Midnapur and have established this mutt in Midnapur. So Santa Maharaj, later he said that he was having so many other mutts, it will not be possible for him to run there. So that's why Santa Maharaj left, and then Jajavar Goswami Maharaj and my Gurudev was the one who was taking care of it. So Gurudev was having much love for that mutt, and he said that Jajavar Goswami Maharaj can stay there in that mutt, and he was having special love for that mutt, so he didn't wanted to leave that place. So he was also having much attachment for that mutt. So he said, I can be in the member and Jajavar Maharaj can be in the member, means both the presidents. Later Gurudev had to help in reconstruction, in renovation the temple, and after the disappearance of Gurudev, Bhakti Ballabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj also gave much money for the renovation of the temple and for the construction of the new building. So later in Mayapur, when one of the disciples of Jajavar, when Gurudev installed the deities of Radha Madan Mohan in Mayapur, that time many devotees, many sannyasis of Prabhupada armies came. There was person whose name is Shalok Pakrashi, his name. He gave his Gaur Nitai and Radha Krishna deities to our mutt. So the Nitai Gaur and the Radha Krishna deities he brought. The Nitai Gaur is now here in our Calcutta temple, because so Maharaj is telling the Prabhupada's disciples were each gem, each disciples of Prabhupada were like gem. Bhakti Hriday Van Goswami Maharaj, Shrauti Maharaj, and many other, Vaikhanas Maharaj, and also there are many other sannyasis, Goswami Maharaj and other sannyasis who were stalwart disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So a temporary hut was constructed for the staying of the sannyasis in the mutt. Because my Gurudev was the one who established Ishodhan. He rediscovered, he remanifested Ishodhan. Isho means Radharani and Udyan means garden. So Ishodhan means garden of Srimati Radharani. So my Gurudev has manifested Ishodhan. So Ishodhan was remanifested by my Gurudev. Before it was Mayapur, but the particular area in Mayapur is called Ishodhan, garden of Srimati Radharani. So Gurudev was the one who first took the place, and then he requested his other god brothers that they should all acquire some land and establish temples here and start staying here. But the sannyasis, they said, Goswami Maharaj and other devotees, they said to Gurudev that if you have temple, we can stay in your temple. Why to establish more temples? Then Param Gurudev said that it's the desire of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur that we should establish temples for the improvement of preaching. So Ashram Maharaj was the mutt in charge of our mutt. So after our mutt in Mayapur is the mutt of Jajavar Goswami Maharaj. So there was one devotee of Jajavar Maharaj, servant of Jajavar Maharaj named Sukdev. And he would not speak Bengali, he would only speak Oriya. So that Sukdev Prabhu, he would stay in our mutt, would take prasad in our mutt. And even with Sukdev Prabhu, his mother would also stay in our mutt. They would eat, take prasad, do all the activities in our mutt, and would do farming on the fields. So Ashram Maharaj, the mutt in charge of our mutt in Mayapur before, he gave some land to Jajavar Maharaj, and then he established his temple there. So now that Sukdev Prabhu has constructed a mud house there. So now Maharaj, that mud house there, then all the devotees told that why you have constructed mud house, because at the time of flood in Mayapur it will wash away your house. He said, no, my house will survive even at the time of flood. But he didn't listen to anyone, but those he still constructed. So later when flood came, his house was destroyed in the flood. And then when Ashram Maharaj came to see him, he said, you told me one day that nobody can destroy your house, even the flood will come, it will not. Now what happened? And now Sukdev was like very shy and was smiling. So then Jajavar Maharaj came. Then Jajavar Maharaj said, what can we do? Sukdev is still doing something. I have no manpower. I have no one to help me in my mission. Because then Maharaj is telling in that time, very few brahmacharis would come to the mutt for staying permanently. So now some devotees from our mutt went and helped Jajavar Maharaj to construct some bamboo houses there, so that it can survive even at the time of flood. And at the time of So then Gurudev again gave some land to Jajavar Goswami Maharaj and told him that if you keep this land it will be good. But Jajavar Maharaj was very afraid to take land from him because he thought that he has no people who will take care of this. But Gurudev insisted him to take. And it was 2 kothas of land for Jajavar Maharaj. So now came another devotee whose name is Gaurdas, who was previously working in as a police officer. So now he left his job and has come to Math. He told that he told to the people in the Math that you construct a room here in this temple, and after my death I should be given samadhi here. And everybody would call him as Gaur Prabhu. So his desire was fulfilled after when he left his body, his samadhi was given inside his room. So now when the temple construction started, of Jajavar Maharaj Math in Mayapur, all the other god brothers would help him. So now that disciple of Jajavar Maharaj, Gaur Prabhu, Jajavar Maharaj, when he was out for preaching, and he would take care of everything in the temple. And that time all the temples was under the construction in Mayapur. All Prabhupada's disciples' temples were under the construction in Mayapur. But Jajavar Maharaj didn't even start constructing temple. So whatever money Jajavar Maharaj would keep with this Gaur Prabhu, he would maintain with that. So now this Gaur Prabhu also had the desire to construct a temple to satisfy his guru, means Jajavar Maharaj. So when Jajavar Maharaj was in Delhi, he was using those money which Jajavar Maharaj was sending for the construction of the temple. So when Maharaj came after some time, he said, I just told you to give barricades to rescue our land, and you have started building the temple. And he said, Maharaj, everybody is constructing temple here. So I also got the desire that for your satisfaction we should have a temple here. And then Jajavar Maharaj became so angry that he started beating him with a bamboo stick. So Maharaj is telling that when the temple construction was completed, Jajavar Maharaj was not appeared in this world to see the full construction of his temple. Because Jajavar Maharaj told one time that when he was not feeling well, he was sick, he told that he didn't wanted to leave Mayapur and wanted to go anywhere else. So Jajavar Maharaj stayed in his last life in Mayapur. But so when there was some problem in the Midnapur Math, which I told before, then he has to leave Mayapur and to go there. So he left his body there in Midnapur. But he was given samadhi in Mayapur. It's just beside our mat is his mat. He was very simple and humble devotee. When he would speak Harikatha, in the middle of Harikatha, he would sing Kirtan, beautiful Kirtan also. So today is his disappearance day. So I pray when I would go to the Sanskrit college in Navadvip, I would see him before going to the college. And he would ask me that bring some particular things for him from Mayapur, because he told that if I will send some other people, again it will be a waste of money. As you are already going there in the Sanskrit college in Navadvip, you should take the money from me and you should bring this thing for me. So Maharaj is telling, when I would go to the college, I would go to see Maharaj before going to college, and he would order me whatever he wants from Navadvip. Sometimes rice, oil, anything else. And after my college, when my college would get over, when I would come back to Mayapur again from Navadvip, I would bring all the items which he would ask me to bring. For that he would give me money and everything. So he is one of the army of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and only by these exalted devotees of Prabhupada Prabhupada could fulfill his mission. As Vaishnavas are eternal and they are omniscient, they are the all merciful and they are the protector of the jivas. So today on this disappearance day of Bhakti Vichar Jajavar Goswami Maharaj, I pay my humble prostrated obeisances unto his lotus feet and ask for his causeless mercy. If I have committed any offences knowingly or unknowingly unto his feet, may he forgive me. So today is the disappearance of Jajavar Goswami Maharaj. So now Maharaj will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. So we are reading the prayers of Gajendra. We have read yesterday that the renunciators are performing severe vows inside the forest of Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi just to get the darshan of the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. By controlling their hunger, they are meditating on Supreme Lord. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed all of us in the people of Kali Yuga that only by doing Harinam Sankirtan one can get the mercy of Supreme Lord. This the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has said. So Maharaj is telling that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed that we should do Sankirtan with the devotees. In the association of devotees, we should do Kirtan, we should chant, we should dance in ecstasy in the association of the devotees of Lord. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, sorry, not Bhagavad Gita. So Supreme Lord is telling to Uddhav So Supreme Lord Krishna has said by performing other devotional limbs, so Krishna is telling to Uddhav, by doing charity, by giving donations, or by practicing yoga, or with intelligence, or by worshipping, one cannot get me. Only one can get me through pure devotion or with the divine love. By performing different devotional activities, the fruits what you get, one can get the mercy of Supreme Lord only by So Maharaj here wants to say that everything has been made so much easy by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that only by chanting holy name you can get everything in this Kali Yuga. So Maharaj is giving example of the Gwalpara temple in Assam, how it happened. Gurudev was very much worried about the good temple construction in Gwalpara, and it was not happening for many years. And Gurudev was worried that before he leaves this world, he wants to finish the temple there in Gwalpara, in Assam. So Giri Maharaj was there, and due to some reason the construction stopped. And I was going to one person for some permissions of the temple construction, and I went to that person and he was not giving us permission for some reason. So when I was discussing with him, if one cannot be rich in the state of Assam, that person cannot be rich in anywhere else. And in Assam that time it was forest, and nobody could go out of that reserve forest. So now the person, then when Maharaj asked that why you told like this, that one has to be rich in us. If one cannot be rich in Assam, then one cannot be rich in anywhere else. Why you why you spoke such statement? Maharaj asked like this to the person from whom they went for some permission. So then he replied, see, I have come here to this place with my family with just 15 rupees, and after I came here I didn't have to buy anything from the day one. I was getting vegetables, I was getting rice, I was getting everything was provided to me from the nature. I was getting everything and I didn't have to buy anything. And even to get to taste meat, we would also catch some pigs and other animals and would eat that. So that's why he said, I told this, that if you cannot be rich in the state of Assam, you cannot be rich in anywhere else in this world. So Maharaj is telling why I told this to you. Example, like Chaitanya the Supreme, the Vrajendrandan Sri Krishna has now appeared in this world as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has, from all the other millenniums, he has made it easy for Kali Yuga, for the people of Kali Yuga, made it easy. Just by chanting the holy name of the Lord, you will get the darshan of the Supreme Lord. So if you cannot even do proper chanting in this Kali Yuga, which is so simple, then you cannot get Supreme Lord in any other millennium. Because only in this Kali Yuga you can get the divine love only by Nama Sankirtan, and slowly you will get slowly that mood will increase and it will reach to Mahabhav. So that's why Maharaj is telling that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made it so easy for the people of this Kali Yuga that just by remembering the Supreme Lord in the form of name, one will get his darshan. So that's why I have gave this example that even in this Kali Yuga, which is so simple, just by chanting Harinam, you can get Supreme Lord. If you cannot do that also, in any other millennium or in any other Yuga, you cannot get Supreme Lord. In Srimad Bhagavat, so in Vishnu Puran it is written, after passing of 1000 years of Satya Yuga, 1000 years passing of Treta Yuga, 1000 years passing of Dwapar Yuga, and 1000 years passing of Kali Yuga. After completing 1000 years of Kali Yuga, then again it starts from Satya Yuga. So when Kali Yuga will go again, it will start from Satya Yuga. So when Supreme Lord has already made it easy for us in this Kali Yuga of chanting Harinam Sankirtan, of doing Harinam Sankirtan, then if we cannot chant Harinam or cannot sing the Lord's glories in the form of Kirtan, then we don't know again when we will come back in this Kali Yuga. all the other Yuga avatars of Supreme Lord, they will give you everything that they cannot give you the divine love. Because Supreme Lord himself has stated that so Maharaj is telling, I cannot remember the exact verse, but what I can say is that what the meaning is, my expansions cannot give the divine love what I can give. The Leela avatars, they can give you love, but they cannot give you the love of Vrindavan. Brajendranandan, what Brajendranandan Sri Krishna gave, his expansions cannot give that. So, if after getting this human birth, which is very rare, if we will get immersed in eating, sleeping, mating, and sense gratification, then we will not be able to get the mercy of Supreme Lord, nor we will ever have His darshan. So that's why these are some topics which we have discussed, that there is no material birth, death, qualities of Supreme Lord. So just to bless the people of this world, he is doing some activities. He's doing some pastimes for the satisfaction of his devotees. So that's why he is taking birth in this world as an ordinary human being, but his power has no boundaries. He has just accepted Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda as his parents. But his power has no bounds. So Maharaj is telling that he is the sun and his expansion as the sunlight. The sunlight cannot give what the sun can give. So Maharaj is saying that we have discussed yesterday that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no material birth, activities, name, form, qualities are false. Just to fulfill the purpose for which this material world is created and destroyed, he comes in the form of a human being, like Lord Ram or Lord Krishna by his original internal potency. And he has immense potency. And in various forms, all free from material contamination. He acts wonderfully. We think that we are taking care of our people who is staying with us. So Maharaj is telling, if you think like this, that you are the doer or you are the protector, then who is taking care of all those animals on the mountains, all the birds on the mountains, all the trees and the flower trees on the mountains? Nobody is climbing the mountains and giving water to those plants or providing food to those animals who are staying in the mountain. Who are taking care of those things? Supreme Lord is providing food, water, everything to the biggest of the biggest animals and also to the smallest of the small animals. He is protecting and taking care of all his children. Even the sun and the moon has only been created by him only. So Maharaj is telling when in the night time we cannot see the sun, but if the sun rises, it removes all darkness. But that sun cannot expose himself in front of the light of Supreme Lord. He even feels the sun who is giving light to the entire world, to the entire universe. Even that sun is incapable to produce his light in front of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Will he be able to? Will he be able to provide his light same in front of Supreme Lord? He is incapable. He has not such limit. In means he has some limits. He may give light to the entire country, to the entire universe, but in front of Supreme Lord, he is the most inferior. As he is the Supreme, as Supreme Lord Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything in front of him is inferior. So Maharaj is telling, in the evening, at the time of monsoon, you can see the lightning. The lightning is so hard, the thunderstorm, but that thunderstorm is just nothing in front of Supreme Lord. Even the fire is nothing. The fire is such an inferior thing in front of the beauty of Supreme Lord, in front of the power of Supreme Lord. Then what the fire, thunderstorm, they will do? In Maharaj is telling in the scriptures it is written that among all the demigods and goddesses, the most inferior person is fire. So that's why at the time of fire sacrifice we give everything on the fire. The fire god is considered to be the lowest of all the gods and goddesses, where Vishnu is considered as the superior of all the gods. It is written in the scriptures. So he is considered as the smallest of all the demigods and goddesses, fire god. So that fire god who is considered to be the smallest of all gods, then what he can produce in front of Supreme Lord? He will himself burn into ashes. He can get burnt into ashes if he will stand in front of the power of Supreme Lord. So Maharaj is saying that Supreme Lord Krishna is self-effulgent, is self-satisfied. So Maharaj is telling that it is by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that the individual soul is enlightened. So Maharaj is saying the Lord is here like the sun, which illuminates everything and cannot be illuminated by anyone. So one can understand the powers of Supreme Lord with his mental, physical or intellectual powers. So he is there witnessing everything. As an omniscient God, he is witnessing everything of what the jivas, the animals, the birds, the trees, creepers, they are doing or what they are thinking inside their heart. So he is inside the heart of all the living beings as super soul and witnessing everything, all the activities of the jivas, animals, birds, etc. So other great sages have written in the scriptures that you should not be envious to any living being, even because because you also have soul inside you, and also you are envious to the person the opposite person you are envious to. Even that person has soul inside him, so you should not be envious to anyone, because Supreme Lord is residing in the heart of every living being as Paramatma. Even you have Paramatma inside yourself, and also the opposite person in front of you has Paramatma inside him. So you should not be envious to any living being, nor even to any animals or to anyone. So Maharaj is telling, even though you are committing some sin but nobody has seen it, but Supreme Lord has witnessed that staying inside your heart. Even though everybody will, when you will be taken to the court for judgment, may everybody will say that you have not done this because nobody had seen that. But that time, if required to establish the truth and establish the religiosity, Supreme Lord will act there as the witness, and he will say that no, you are wrong and he is right, because he has witnessed. So that's why whatever activities you performed in your daily activity, make sure that Supreme Lord is witnessing everything staying inside your heart. Maybe others have not seen it, but Supreme Lord has witnessed it. So when it will require, he can also so he can give witness to the people when it will require. So that's why you all should always be very careful while performing any activity, especially bad activities. I hope you all can understand what Maharaja is trying to say. I hope I can able to make you understand. So Maharaj is telling, like on the shore of the ocean, that when you stand on the shore and try to see the end of the ocean, you cannot see that. Your eye has also some limit, and you see that the ocean is getting merged with the sky, but it's not that. It is due to our limit of seeing. So Maharaj is telling the material people of this earth, as we have material sense organs, and all the sense organs have some limits. We cannot go beyond this limit. Even though we shout standing on the shore, our voice will not go up to that. It also has some limit. So Maharaj is telling that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is realized by pure devotees who act in the transcendental existence of Bhakti Yoga. He is the bestower of unconditional, uncontaminated happiness, and is the master of the transcendental world. So the way Supreme Lord is hiding inside our soul as a Paramatma, we cannot see. So there is a very subtle obstruction in between the soul and the super soul. So until and unless that subtle cover is removed, one cannot get darshan of that super soul. The soul cannot actually have darshan of that super soul. So Maharaj is telling, Maharaj is giving example, wood has fire inside him, but if you just keep the wood it will not the fire will not come out. So when you clash two woods together, then comes the fire. So Maharaj is telling that when the clashing of two woods it creates fire, then only the wood exposes everything, his name, form, attributes, qualities. So when this cover will be removed from the between of the soul and the super soul, then only we will be able to get darshan of the actual Supreme Lord, his abode, his associates, his pastimes, everything. You don't have to go anywhere else. Even if you go to various places and go to all the holy places, but still you will not get. But even if you're in your home sitting there, if you're performing sincere devotion, and then by your sincere devotion, when this cover will be removed, then you will be able to get darshan of actual Supreme Lord, his beauty, his form, his associates, his abode. So Maharaj is now giving example of a cowherd who one of his cow was giving milk every day, and now due to some reason she is sick and she cannot give any milk. So then he went to the doctor and asked that my cow is sick for several days. If you give some medicine, then she will again start giving milk. So now the doctor gave some root of some trees and told that if you will grind this root with butter and will give to the cow, after a few days he will be okay. Then the doctor told the cowherd man to come back to him after 7 days. So now he thought that as already 7 days, so when he came back, while grinding the root, he was supposed to mix butter with it. But now he thought that as 7 days the cow has not given any milk, so much quantity of milk is inside her. So butter, yogurt, everything is inside her in a form of milk. So he thought that I should just grind it with water and should offer it to the cow, because already all these are inside his stomach in the form of milk. So now he grinded the medicine with water and have given to the cow. And after giving the medicine for 7 days, there was no difference seen in the cow. She was still not giving any milk. Then he again went back to the doctor and told that it's already 8th day. I have given the medicine the way you have said, but still now my cow is not well and not giving any milk. What is the problem? So now this cowherd doctor said it is impossible. My medicines are so effective that immediately after taking, within a day or two, it starts working. And how can you say that it's already 8 days? That 8 days passed and your cow is not giving milk? There must be something which you have not given, and that's why I can challenge you that my medicine is highly effective. Then the doctor asked that I have asked you to grind the root with the butter. Did you do that? Then the person said, no, I have not, but I thought that for the last 8 days she is not giving milk, so all these are inside her stomach in the form of milk. Butter, yogurt, clarified butter are all inside her stomach in the form of milk, as she has not given milk for 8 days. So I thought it will be better if I just grind it with water and give it. The doctor said, here is your idiotic behavior. I asked you to grind it with the butter and give it to your cow, and you have given it with the water. Then immediately when the doctor again told him to provide, then the doctor again told the cowherd person that today you give it with butter and you will see the miracle. And when he came back and gave it to the cow, after 2 days later the cow became well and she started giving milk again. So now Maharaj is telling, though the milk is inside the stomach of the cow, the milk, after churning of the milk, it becomes butter. It becomes, from the milk becomes clarified butter, from milks become yogurt. So you have to churn it. So to remove the covering of our heart, to see the actual Supreme Lord, His beauty, His form and associates, you have to practice. You have to keep on practice devotion. So Maharaj is telling that we have to churn every day our heart like this. Then only the actual foam, the actual butter or the actual yogurt will come out. So Maharaj says you have to churn the milk. From the milk, these things are made. Butter, clarified butter and yogurt. So milk from milk these items are made. So that's why we have to churn our heart like this. When the anarthas, when the dirt will go away from our heart, then only we will be able to have the darshan of actual Supreme Lord. So Maharaj is telling in Treta Yuga, in Satya Yuga, in all the other millenniums, you had to engage yourself in some other ways. For fire sacrifice, you would need so much wealth. For meditation, you need a secluded place. For 1,000 years without food, you can do meditation. In all the other yugas, some of the other obligations were there. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, seeing the condition of the people of this Kali Yuga, he has made it more simple for the people of this world, that only by chanting Harinam Sankirtan you can get darshan of Supreme Lord. But even if we are not doing that, we are making fool of our own self, even and wasting our human birth. So Maharaj is telling our heart is full of dirt, full of material sense gratification, and it has covered our actual knowledge. So Maharaj is telling that when we will churn our heart, these bad things will automatically come out from our heart, and then slowly we will able to get more attachment to the spiritual world and will get detached from the materialistic world. And then when completely this dirt and material sense gratification things will go out from our heart by continuous churning of it, then one day by the grace of the Lord we will have his darshan. Then everything will be revealed in front of us, his form, his beauty, his pastimes, his holy dham, everything. So that's why Maharaj is telling that we should, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that in any other millennium we will not be able to get Supreme Lord if in this Kali Yuga, if we cannot perform Harinam Sankirtan to get Supreme Lord. If you cannot get Supreme Lord in this Kali Yuga, then in all the other yugas you cannot get him, because he has made it super easy for the people of this world. Just by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can get his darshan, but with sincerity you have to do it.
বিশুদ্ধ সত্য, যেটা মায়াগুণ নয়। মায়াগুণেতে সত্য বন্ধন আছে, রজ বন্ধন আছে, তমগুণ বন্ধন আছে মায়াতে। সর্বগুণ দেবতারা সব।
So Maharaj is telling the demigods also cannot even take darshan of Supreme Lord, because they are also captured by three modes of material nature, of mode of goodness, mode of ignorance and mode of passion. Brahma is chanting, Shiva is chanting, all the other demigods they are chanting just to get darshan of Supreme Lord. Then what to speak of us? Even though they cannot Even though they cannot have his darshan, what to speak of our dedication.
যারা ভগবানকে সৎ ওম তৎসৎ সেই সৎ ভগবানকে যারা আরাধনা করে থাকে তার নামের দ্বারা নামীকে পাওয়া যাবে যেটা খুবই গায় আর তার পাবে নৈষ্কর্ম্য চিন্তা যারা নৈষ্কর্ম্য নৈষ্কর্মে কাজ না করে নিষ্কর্ম বলে আমরা আর না কেউ নিষ্কর্মভাবে থাকতে পারে না এই মুহূর্তেও না তুমি চোখ নিরিশ করতেছে মনে মনে কথা চিন্তা করতেছে হাত বাড়ছে পা বাড়ছে হ্যাঁ এগুলো কর্ম না কর্ম কি করে থাকবে?
So Maharaj is saying that we all are performing activities because it's impossible for the people of this world to stay without doing any activities. We are So Maharaj is telling that the sannyasis, the renunciators, they don't do anything for the satisfaction for their own self. They have left this material world. They have left this material sense gratification objects. They don't even look at their own body. Those who have suppressed everything and have controlled, only they will be able to get darshan of Supreme Lord. I want to say one thing, the Tridanda we are holding, there is a moon like thing. What is the work of it? And it looks like a round weapon. So what is the work of that weapon? The work of that weapon is to cut things, cut trees, cut other things. So the half round like thing we have in our Tridanda, it's like to cut our attachment with the material things, material sense objects of this world and with the material world. So it is there to detach ourselves, to cut the attachment. In the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, you should read very carefully. It's describing of a tree. So Maharaj is telling that half circle in the Tridanda means to cut the attachment to this material world. So that's why we have that. So that's why the Gauriya Vaishnavas has three danda. Means we have three sticks with a half circle thing on the top, and the three sticks signifies Kai, Mon, Vakya. Mind, body. Sorry, Kai, Mon, Vakya. Vakya is speech. Mind and body. So sannyas means the one who has destroyed his connection with the materialistic things of this world, material connections, sense gratifications with this world. Then when he detaches himself completely, then only the purification happens inside his heart. When you will be able to detach yourself, when you will be able to destroy yourself from the attachment of this material world, then you will be able to receive the mercy of Supreme Lord, or will be able to receive his darshan. Because staying in this material world, in the material attachment, one cannot get darshan of Supreme Lord. So no other demigods or goddesses can give you liberation except Mukunda. Mukunda, which himself means the giver of liberation. But Vaishnavas are saying more. Even these sannyasis, they hate mukti, liberation. Those who are the servants of Lord, they don't want mukti, they don't want liberation, or they don't want place in heaven. They only want place unto the lotus feet of Supreme Lord for his service, or only they want Supreme Lord. The people of the Gyan Marga, Gyan Marga and Karma Marga, they considered liberation as to be the topmost, but the Gauriya Vaishnavas, the devotees of the Lord, they consider mukti as the inferior of all. They don't want liberation. They only want the service of the lotus feet of Supreme Lord. So Maharaj is telling, by getting the service of the lotus feet of Supreme Lord, one will receive so much satisfaction, so much love that it cannot be described in words. When the devotee of the Lord will be immersed in the divine love of Supreme Lord, then he will have no hunger, no thirst, and he will stay there, and he will be in that state for several days, several months. Then he will have no transformations, he will have no feelings, only he will be engrossed in the divine love of Supreme Lord. So like this, Gajendra is submitting his prayers. So today Maharaj is stopping here. Anyone has not understood any portion of Harikatha today can write here in the comment panel, and this weekend I am going to sit with Maharaj and will give answer of all the questions which devotees asked. Haribol.
Yugaitang nimisena chaksusa pravisaitam sinnaitam jagat sarvam Govinda virahena me. He Govinda, তোমার অদর্শনে আমার নিমিষকাল যুগপথ বোধ হইতেছে। দেখছেন বোধ হইতেছে, চক্ষু হইতে বর্ষার নাই জল পড়িতেছে, সমস্ত জগৎশূন্য প্রায় বোধ হইতেছে। উদ্বেগে দিবস না যায়, ক্ষণ হইল যুগ সম, বর্ষার মেঘ প্রায় অশ্রু বর্ষে দুনয়ন। গোবিন্দ বিরহে শূন্য হইল ত্রিভুবন, তুষারমণি পড়ে যেন না যায় জীবন। গাইতে গাইতে
Hare
Thank you. পক্ষান্তরে শ্রীকৃষ্ণ গবগণের সহিত সভামধ্যে গুণীদিগের কৌশল অবলম্বন পূর্বক স্নেহময়ী জননী শ্রী যশোদা কর্তৃক সেব্য হইতে আনিত হইয়া শয্যায় সাহিত্য হন। অথবা শ্রীকৃষ্ণ গুপ্তভাবে সংকেতপুঞ্জে গমন করিলেন এবং বিদর্শী রাধা ও শ্রীকৃষ্ণকে আমি স্মরণ করি।
Yamuna